Hey guys, what's going on? It's Colin Zhu again, and thank you so much for spending the time to watch this. And Happy New Year! Happy New Year 2022. And I wanted to actually do an end of the year 2021 wrap up, but personally, I didn't feel so well, so couldn't do it. And I'm sure, like most of you, we thought that 2021 was going to be a good year. We thought that we were going to come out of the pandemic and just go about our lives and continue moving forward. And if the pandemic has taught us anything, it's really about prioritizing our health and wellness, our mental health, our mental well-being. I know for me, I definitely had my own personal struggles. As you guys probably follow me, or if you don't know, I also suffer from bouts of depression and anxiety and OCD as well. And I've actually had this for many, many years, and have also sought help, myself, and definitely struggled, with that for this past year. And 2021 we thought was going to be a different year, and it turned out not so much, at least for me. So looking forward into 2022, I wanted to be, give you a little bit of reminder and be transparent and, definitely continue to encourage you guys that all is not lost. And, instead of going into 2022 with, being bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, from last year, from 2020 into 2021, I think we can go into 2022 with a little bit more wisdom, with a little bit more humility, and with a little bit more gratitude and appreciation. I definitely, have sought the counsel of my family, my close friends. I've reached out to a lot of people, and if it weren't for that, if it weren't for continued, reinforcement of my outlets. For me, I love running. I love being outside, breathing the fresh air, getting a little bit of sun, being by the ocean are the things that I enjoy. So, going into 2022, instead of New Year resolutions, I would like to, encourage you guys to make a New Year declaration. And what that means is, instead of goals to shoot for, which are always nice, I think it's important to have milestones in our life, but also to have a declaration. A declaration to me is really a kind of like a mission statement for yourself. And the declaration is 2022. It's a year of rediscovery, and it's redefining and revisiting who we are, right? Who we are as an individual, and how do we want to show up as a human species, and as a society. I'm sure that if you take the time out to write a list of what are the things that we could have done better, or what I could have done better as an individual, I think it's a good practice to have to further that growth. And no matter where you are in the stage of life, it's important to continue to evolve, whether it's financially, whether it's physically, whether it's mentally or emotionally. I think it's important to continue to evolve. So 2022 is a year of this rediscovery. It's going back to, that vision board. It's going back to the drawing board. It's going back to your journal. It's going back to, where you were a year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. Maybe you found a letter that you wrote to yourself in, when you were age 15. And just really saying to yourself, what could I do differently this year, right? How do I want to show up as an individual, as a friend, as a significant other, as a family member, as a colleague? How do I want to do things differently? And if you can start off by saying, I am willing to show up as, or I am willing to be, and kind of just start that process. I think it's a good exercise to start. And, don't be discouraged. The pandemic is here. We don't know how long it's going to last, but it's one version of a traumatic event. It's one version of things that could go wrong. It's one version of a curveball that life throws at us. And whether it's a coronavirus, whether it's a natural disaster, whether it's something, there's always going to be something that's going to be coming down the pike. And if we could set ourselves up for success, and try to revisit who we are as an individual, I think that it will be a great start. So, here's to the year coming up for 2022. Please practice more gentleness and kindness to yourself. Thank you so much for following me here at the Chef Doc, for my website, for my podcasts, and all the different things that I've produced, over the years. And I appreciate your continued support. And if there's anything that I could do to help you on your health and wellness journey, please definitely reach out to me. And thank you so much. And I love you guys. So